Welcome to Wisdom for the Day. This is your daily dose of insight and inspiration, where we explore the timeless wisdom of the book of Proverbs. Each episode is a short 5-minute journey covering 2 proverbs in order, guiding you through the entire book in a year. Join us for thoughtful reflections and practical advice to enrich your life and elevate your day. Wisdom for your day starts now. Today is day 224. We're starting the 19th chapter of the book of Proverbs, verses 1 through 3, from the New Living Translation. Better to be poor and honest than to be dishonest and a fool. Enthusiasm without knowledge is no good. Haste makes mistakes. People ruin their lives by their own foolishness, and then are angry at the Lord. Verse 1, a fool hates wisdom, so his words are lies. He tries to give a false impression. Now, he shouldn't speak these evil words. He needs to be honest. It would be better if this man were poor, but honest. In verse 2, Solomon describes a man who's in a hurry, but the man acts without sufficient knowledge. He's going to cause troubles and problems. All his actions are going to be wrong actions, and all his decisions will be wrong decisions. He's like a runner who's going to go down the wrong road. A runner won't arrive at the right place. A man without sufficient knowledge is not going to make the right decisions. We, as well, will make many mistakes if we don't learn knowledge and wisdom. In verse 3, a foolish man hates wisdom and he hates God. It's very simple. This man causes his own problems, but he's not sorry about his evil actions. Instead, he blames God for his trouble. Now the man hates God even more. In a nutshell, these 3 verses help you set your priorities. First one focuses on being honest and having integrity instead of just chasing money. It's okay to make money, but don't let it lead you away from honesty and following God's rules. With all the TV and internet ads, be careful not to fall into greed. Verse 2, aimless enthusiasm is bad. Being passionate about God's will is good. It talks about a runner. Think of a runner going fast in the wrong direction. They end up far from where they wanted to be. You also need to remember that a zealous but misguided person can do a lot of harm. Verse 3, it just tells us what the result of not prioritizing God's wisdom will do. If someone ignores God's priorities, they're a fool, and they're missing out on the wonderful things that God has planned for them. So let me ask you, what are your priorities? Well, that wraps up today's episode, but come back tomorrow to pick more of King Solomon's brain. For some free Wisdom of the Day merch, visit buymeacoffee.com/renewed mindsets. While you're there, don't forget to join our community as a member. The executive producer of Wisdom for the Day is Yelena McClellan. The co-producer and spiritual advisor is Kimmy Shirley. Intro and outro music by Weston McCurry. If you enjoyed the show, spread the word and share it with a friend. Until next time, I'm Rick. I love you. See ya. Hey, let me ask you, do you ever feel defeated as a Christian in these times we live in today? Well, I have a podcast for you, God's Loving Sacrifice. My friend Gayla does a Bible study to help you strengthen your walk with the Lord in today's crazy world. She encourages you to share the gospel and the love of Christ with a world in need. So listen at godslovingsacrifice.com or whatever podcast app you use. God's Loving Sacrifice, the true essence of faith in God.